Hello friends, welcome to the lecture of the manufacturing process. I have uploaded so many lecture on the Engineering College Baswara YouTube channel. So you can refer all the lecture related to manufacturing process. So we have started from the casting process. Today we'll discuss about the preparation of the mold. So mold preparation is very important parameter, or we can say important part of the casting process basically. So we will start with the mold. Suitable and workable material processing high refractoriness in nature. So actually this is the main parameter in case of the casting process, because as you know, in casting we melt the metal. So temperature is very high heat. So the mold material must withstand against the heat. Okay, so high refractoriness in nature, material can be metallic or non-metallic. As per your application, you can use metallic if you have low temperature. You can also use the non-metallic if your melting temperature is very high. For metallic category, the common material are cast iron, mild steel, and alloy steel. So as you are using the metal for the mold, so I think it is feasible for the plastic and other low melting material. Suppose you want to make the mold for the cast iron material, so you cannot make the mold with the same material. So at that time you have to use the non-metallic material. So in non-metallic group we have sand, plaster of Paris, graphite, silicon carbide, and ceramics. So those are the non-metallic material. Molding sand is the most common utilized as the non-metallic molding material because of its certain inherent properties, namely refractoriness, chemical and thermal stability at higher temperature. So as we mold the metal, it has high temperature. So a mold material must be chemically and thermally stable at the certain temperature. High permeability and workability along with the good strength. So these are the advantage of the non-metallic material for the mold. Molding sand is the most common used non-metallic molding material. Okay, so you will find molding sand each and every industries, they are using the molding sand for the preparation of the mold. But in case of the plastic industries, those are producing the plastic component like toys and some household uh, material. So they always use the metallic mold. In that melting temperature of the plastic is very low. So in that case, you can use the metallic mold because of its certain inherent property. Namely, I am defining the property of the molding sand: refractoriness, chemical and thermal stability at high temperature, high permeability, workability along with the good strength, and highly cheap and easily available. So these are the five advantage, or we can say it's a unique property of the molding sand. So that's why people are using the molding sand as the mold material. Now molding sand, you can say it's actually depend upon the source where you are uh, taking the sand for the mold preparation. So you can also take from the sea area, river. You also find the sand in the lake also, granular element of the rocks and desert. So these are the five natural actually location from where you can get the molding sand. So it's a area in the India where you will get the molding sand like Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Madras. From different place you will get the different sand which can be used for the molding sand. So here we have three different types of the molding sand. You can see one is the natural, that is the 100% uh, taken from the natural resources. Second is synthetic, that is made from the silica sand. Okay, and third one is the special sand. So these are the molding sand that is used for the preparation of the mold. Natural molding sand, that is known as the green sand, having a appreciable amount of the clay with it act as a binder between the sand grains. Okay, so clay is all basically act as a binder between the two grains of the sand, obtained by the crushing or milling of the soft yellow sandstone. Okay, so these are the some resources from where you will get the green sand. Easy of availability, of course, low cost, high flexibility, mostly used for the ferrous as well as the non-ferrous metal casting. So natural molding sand has its own advantage. Now second is the synthetic sand, also known as the silica sand, not having a binder in a natural form. Okay, desired strength and properties developed by the separate addition of the binder like bentonite, water and other minerals, more expensive than the natural sand. So we are using synthetic sources for the joining of the two silica particle. The third one is the special sand. So obviously its cost is very high compared to the rest of the two. So zircon cores of brass and bronze casting, olivine for non-ferrous casting, chromite for heavy steel casting, chrome and magnesite used as the facing material in the steel casting. So these are the three different types of the sand are normally used for the mold preparation. Now we come to the mold sand according to use. First one is green sand, dry sand, facing sand, backing sand, system sand, parting sand, loam sand, and coarse. So it is actually divided according to the use of the sand. So green sand is known as the tempered or natural sand. Mixture of the silica sand with 18 to 30% of the clay having moisture content from 6 to 8%. So basically it's a 100% natural source that is used for the binding. Okay, the clay and water furnish the bond for the green sand. It is fine, soft, light, and the porous. Green sand is damp, squeeze in the hand, and it's retain the shape and the impression of to give to its under pressure. So mold prepared by this sand are not requiring backing and hence known as the green sand mold. So it's 100% natural source that is used. Here we have a dry sand, green sand that has been dried or backed in a suitable wood oven after making mold, and it is called dry sand. More strength compared to the green sand. Rigidity also and thermostability also good, mainly suitable for the large casting. Mold prepared in this sand are known as the dry sand mold. Same loam sand. A loam is the mixture of sand and clay with the water to a thin plastic paste. Okay. Sand possesses high clay as much as 30 to 50% and 18% water. Pattern are not used for the low mold, and shape is given to the mold by the sweeps. Particularly employed for the low molding, used for the large iron casting. This sand is used for loam sand molds for making very heavy casting, usually with the help of the sweeps and skeleton pattern. Facing sand is must prepare and form the face of the mold. So you can see its name is depend upon the application where you are using this sand. Okay, It is directly next to the surface of the pattern, and it's come into the contact of the molten metal when it is poured. So you can see uh, pattern pattern surrounded area which is made with the facing sand. High strength refractoriness made of silica sand and clay without the use of the sand. Different form of the carbon are used to prevent the metal burning into the sand. So this is one parameter that we are using the carbon, a different form of the carbon, to protect the sand from the high heat. A facing sand mixture of the green sand of the cast iron consists of 25% fresh and specially prepared and 5% sea coal. Okay. Sometimes mixed with a 6 to 15 times as much fine molding sand to make the facing. The layer of facing sand in a mold usually range from the 20 to 28 mm. From 10 to 15 of the whole amount of the molding sand is the facing sand. So these are the some specification. So you can see here mold which is prepared with the sand. Backing sand on the, or we can say floor sand, is used to back up the facing sand, and it is used to fill the whole volume of the molding flask. Okay, used molding sand is mainly employed for this purpose. The backing sand is sometimes called back, and because that is old. So according to application, it is divided into different names. System sand in mechanized foundry where the machine mold is employed, so called system sand, is used to fill the whole molding flask. Okay, so it is basically used in the mechanized foundry. Parting sand without binder or measure to keep the green sand not to stick to the pattern. So it is used to separate two cop and drag, or we can say upper part and lower. Allow the sand on the parting surface, the cop and the drag to separate without cleaning. Okay, this is clean clay free silica sand which serve the same purpose as the parting dust. Core sand, it is used for making core, and it is sometimes also known as the oil sand. This is highly rich silica sand mixed with oil binders such as core oil, with composed of linseed oil, resin, light mineral oil, and other binders also used. So up to here you can say we have discussed the different processes, different sand which is used for the preparation of the mold. So thank you for listening my lecture.